Imagine waking up to the ground shaking beneath you, car alarms blaring, and a deafening boom echoing through your neighborhood. This is exactly what happened to residents in Segamat, Johor, early on a Sunday morning, as a moderate earthquake disrupted what seemed like a calm start to the day. While earthquakes are not something Malaysians experience daily, this event served as a reminder that seismic activity can strike unexpectedly, even in regions not typically associated with high earthquake risks. The tremor, measuring 4.1 on the Richter scale, occurred at approximately 6:15 a.m. local time on August 24th. Its epicenter was pinpointed about 5 kilometers west of Segamat, at a depth of 10 kilometers, according to Malaysia's Meteorological Department, MetMalaysia. The quake wasn't confined to Johor alone. Its effects rippled outward, with reports of shaking felt across neighboring states such as Negeri Sembilan, Melaka, and parts of southern Pahang. For many, it was an unsettling experience, one they weren't quite prepared for. Some residents described hearing a loud bang just before their homes began trembling. Security camera footage captured the brief but noticeable shaking, showing vehicles rocking slightly and car alarms triggered by the vibrations. One resident, Nur Hafiz Mukman, recounted his panic when he thought his house might collapse. "I quickly got my wife and child out of the house," he told Bernama. A neighbor mentioned it could have been an earthquake. Another Segamat local, Miss Normala Muhammad, recalled her glass panels rattling violently, prompting fears of potential damage. Thankfully, no serious destruction was reported initially. But here's where things get concerning. Later updates revealed minor structural damages in some areas. A prayer hall in Kampung Sanglang narrowly avoided causing injuries when its ceiling plaster fell apart during the quake. The imam present at the scene described hearing a thunderous noise moments before debris came crashing down. Similarly, cracks appeared in residential buildings in Kampung Tengah, as evidenced by photos shared online via community forums. Jimmy Pua, a Malaysian politician, also posted images of fallen debris inside a home, highlighting the reality of how fragile structures can be impacted even by relatively small quakes. Adding to the drama, a second, smaller quake followed around 9 a.m. Measuring 2.8 on the Richter scale, its epicenter was located near Kluang, roughly 28 kilometers northwest of Segamat. Though weaker than the first, it still sent ripples of anxiety among locals who were already on edge. Many took to social media platforms like X, formerly Twitter, to share their experiences. Faris Mohammed, Kir, humorously admitted he initially thought a plane had crashed nearby. Meanwhile, Reddit user Naravarus likened the sensation to a lorry smashing into the house, an apt description of the sudden jolt caused by seismic waves. Amidst all the chaos, one reassuring update came from Petronas, Malaysia's national oil and gas company. Following thorough inspections of critical infrastructure, including the Segamat compressor station, control stations, and pipelines, they confirmed that everything remained secure and fully operational. Standard safety protocols were swiftly implemented after the quake, ensuring that pressure levels and operational parameters stayed stable. Furthermore, Petronas emphasized ongoing coordination with local authorities and MetMalaysia to stay informed about any developments. While Malaysia doesn't lie within the infamous Pacific Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped zone notorious for frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, it isn't entirely free from seismic threats either. According to geology expert Abd Rasid Japar, president of the Institute of Geology Malaysia, minor tremors have occasionally struck various parts of the country over recent decades. He explained that while Peninsular Malaysia faces little risk of significant quakes, areas like Sabah are more vulnerable due to proximity to active fault lines. Historical data backs this claim. Over the years, Malaysia has witnessed several notable earthquakes, particularly in Sabah and Sarawak. In fact, quakes ranging from magnitudes 6.0 to 6.3 struck Sabah in 1923, 1958, 1976, and most recently in 2015. Sarawak experienced its strongest recorded tremor, a 5.3 magnitude event, in 1994. Even Peninsular Malaysia hasn't been immune, with past quakes centered in places like Bukit Tinggi, Kenyir Dam, Kuala Pila, Manjung, and Temangor. These incidents, though less severe compared to global standards, underscore the importance of preparedness. And this is the part most people miss. Earthquakes may seem rare in Malaysia, but complacency can lead to dire consequences. With urbanization increasing and more buildings being constructed, ensuring structural resilience against natural disasters becomes crucial. Should stricter building codes be enforced nationwide? Or should public awareness campaigns focus on educating citizens about earthquake preparedness? What measures would you suggest? As Malaysia reflects on this recent quake, it raises important questions about readiness and response strategies. Do you think the country is adequately prepared for future seismic events? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective.